Joe,
What's up, big guy? I'm alright. Alright. Listen, you got a new fight. The tickets go on sale the 15th of March. I found it kind of interesting because there's no opponent yet. For most everybody that's going to be in this fight. How do you feel about that?
we have, well, you know how it is, you know. There's some things that is best left unsaid. We have.
Okay, we're done then, right?
We have a name, but the thing is that if we put it out there, it's not concrete yet.
Right.
So we need to have it concrete and then tell the audience. But you know, just like Hal said, we got 2 or 3 days to finally finalize it, and then you know it'll be out for the public.
Just out of curiosity, you know, I've always wondered when fighters go out and they get cut, which I've seen a lot lately. I've been watching different fighting events on HBO and Showtime and all that stuff. How does that affect the skin? I mean, once you get cut, because you were cut in the last fight, weren't you?
Yeah.
How does that affect that portion of the skin? Does it make you more susceptible to cuts, or does it heal when you're done?
Well, I mean, once when you're done,
When you're first cut, then it heals.
yeah.
Is that still a tender area that could cut again quickly, or?
Well, I don't think it's as strong as it was. I think you're more open now for possibly re-injure it again and stuff like that. But yeah, so I think it's just, you know, a little bit more sensitive now.
All right. Well, you know, with Salisbury News, we are the heartbeat of the community. I mean, we reach everybody. So the cool part is, if you've got something to say to everybody that you think Salisbury needs to hear, what would it be? And by the way, before you start, I want to thank you for what you did during these past snowstorms. I did not one-on-one personally thank you, and I do want to thank you.
You weren't supposed to know about that.
Well, I knew about it. We got those pictures up there, and I greatly appreciate your help.
Well, I just want to say thank you to SBY News, Joe. He's a real good friend of mine. Everybody in Salisbury, you know, we're all small here. We have like 24,000 people around Salisbury, and you know, we just gotta just keep on going. You know, just like one time when not so long ago, the snow was here. I started it, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and more people started doing it. That's how we start. You know, somebody got to start first, and one thing about me is that, like I was saying in the press conference, I'm not a fighter, but I'm a boxer. And if I need to take your hits in order for the kids to listen to me, or for me to put Salisbury out there and show them that we can be champions, we can do things and stuff like that, then I'll take it. You know, I grew up here my whole life, and I'm 100%. You know, with everything, Parkside, my high school, Salisbury Middle, at Warwick, you know, everything. I give it 100% and tell them I'm always proud of it. You know, a lot of people think that just because we're the Purdue family or the Farm Boys and stuff like that, you know, this is our place. Be proud of where you came from, you know, and never forget that, because this is Salisbury is what made me, and I'm just gonna share it to everybody. I'm proud to be a Salisburian.
Well, I got to tell you too, and you probably don't know this as much, but I get so many phone calls because of our friendship from people asking, can you go to this? Can you attend that? And I don't call you directly as often as I do Hal Chernoff, so he knows more so than anybody else how much people are reaching out to try and get a hold of you. In fact, it just happened recently to a very worthwhile event, and you'll be in training, so you couldn't make it, and you didn't know about that. But even when we were standing outside here, the young girl that came up to you and said, when are you going to make it back to our school again? You know, and I know that's going to tear you apart, but during this earlier press conference, I think it's important for everybody to realize what's really happening here, because, you know, I did this with Sugar Ray Leonard. I grew up, you know, in Bowie during, you know, the late 70s and 80s, early 80s, where I knew Sugar Ray Leonard. And we'd run into him in the motocross shops and different things and so forth, and you know, we had a blast. But then once he got popular and he started going on these other programs, the same thing happened, and you're going to be drawn away from the Salisbury area, okay? And when that happens, everybody needs to understand that this is the progression of boxing, in your future of income and professionalism. So it's very, very important that this go around, this may be the last big fight here in Salisbury, and hopefully everybody jumps on the bandwagon and gets out there and buys these tickets and supports you, perhaps for this last time here.
Well, we'll see. We'll see, because I'm gonna try to make everything that the kids want me to go. I'm gonna try to run in every race that I can run, and I'm gonna try to be in Salisbury as long as I can. So if this is the last time, I'm gonna try my hardest for it to not to be. But Fernando's always gonna try, because Salisbury, this is where I want to be,
And the rude punk that came in front of the camera earlier was Alex. He just likes to be like that. No, I'm kidding. Good guy. Fernando, thank you. We appreciate it as always. And we'll see you. We'll start purchasing our tickets in just a few days. Get ourselves some good seats and put on a great show and stay healthy. You 2 hours.
Stay healthy. He's eating hot dogs.
I'm going to eat a hot dog. That's right. You're doing it. Thanks.
Thank you.